the perfect partner, the perfect vacation, the perfect life. That's the story social media is selling, isn't it? All wrapped up in a neat little hashtag. Relationship goals. It's a highlight reel of flawless moments, and let's be honest, we've all bought into it at some point. That was the life we were selling online. But behind the perfectly curated posts and the hashtags, we were completely falling apart. This is the story of how social media almost destroyed our relationship. The highlight reel. When my partner Tom and I first got together, sharing our story online was a rush. That first date selfie, our first weekend getaway, every post felt like a chapter in our own public fairy tale, and people loved it. The comments poured in. You guys are so perfect. Literally, our relationship goals. And the validation? It was addictive. It felt like proof that we had something special, something real. We weren't just a couple anymore. We were a brand. And our brand was perfect. For a while, we believed it ourselves. Soon enough, we were chasing the photos more than the moments. We started planning dates based on what would look good on the grid. Our love story was being directed by an audience of complete strangers. The performance trap. At first, the pressure was subtle. But then our anniversary dinner turned into a photo shoot. I'd find myself asking Tom to take the same picture over and over. Just one more, I'd say. This angle is way better. Of course, the food would get cold. The actual moment? Totally lost. Those genuine smiles were replaced with posed ones. We started bickering over the silliest things. Not real issues, but stuff like captions, tags, or why one of us didn't like the other's post fast enough. And what we were feeling isn't just in our heads. It's a very real side effect of the world we live in now. Psychologists call it the highlight reel effect, where we're constantly comparing our messy real lives to the curated perfection we see online. This kind of social comparison can create some serious dissatisfaction and unrealistic expectations for our own relationships. The stats back it up. One study found that about a third of young adults, that's 1 in 3, have felt jealous or insecure in their relationship because of how their partner interacts with people on social media. Before long, our evenings all started to look the same. We'd be sitting right next to each other on the couch, but we were worlds apart, just scrolling. We were there physically, but emotionally, we'd completely checked out, distracted by the very tool we were using to show everyone how connected we were. The breaking point. The breaking point wasn't some huge, dramatic fight. It was a quiet, crushing moment. I'd posted this photo of us on a hike with a long, poetic caption about connection. An hour later, I saw Tom had posted a different photo from the same hike. His caption was just one word. I felt this flash of irritation. It didn't fit our brand. I asked him, "Why would you post that one?" The other one was so much better. He looked up from his phone, and I saw something I hadn't seen in a long time. He wasn't just tired. He looked heartbroken. He said, "Because in that photo, you were actually looking at me, not at the camera. I miss us. The US that existed before we had to prove our relationship to everyone." And just like that, it all came crashing down. Our perfect online relationship was just a performance. And in real life, it was making us miserable and completely disconnected. The disconnect to reconnect. So, we made a decision. We didn't delete our social media accounts entirely, but we took a huge step back. We made new rules. No phones during dinner. Date nights were just for us. No posts allowed. We stopped performing our relationship and started actually living it again. This isn't about blaming the tool. It's about changing how we use it. For us, the solution was building a little privacy back into our lives and focusing on our real-life connection, not online validation. Research from 2018 shows that heavy social media use can seriously distract partners from nurturing their relationship, which leads to less intimacy and more fights. We had to learn to find validation from each other, not from the likes and comments of an audience. Our life is different now. It's quieter, it's messier, and it's definitely not always picture perfect. We still take photos, But now they're just for us. They're our digital memories, not public declarations. We have arguments. We have boring nights in. We have simple little joys that will never see a hashtag. Our connection isn't a performance anymore. It's our private, precious reality. Real connection is built in the quiet, unposted moments. Social media itself isn't the villain, but the pressure to perform for an audience can absolutely destroy something genuine. How it affects your relationship is all about how you choose to use it. Because the most important relationship goals are the ones that can't be captured in a photo.